Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Esi Setianingtyas Yuniardi. I'm from English Education 2019. I'm here want to do my first factual speech assignment. Before I start my recount, I would like to answer the questions from Mr. Handy. The first question is, mention the name of the philosophy mentioned in the recount. There are Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, and Pythagoras. The second question is, what accident happened to Mr. Handy and his wife when they wanted to go to the airport? When Mr. Handy and his wife had to catch flight from Athens to Santorini, there were no taxi drivers that day because they were on the strike. They were protesting Uber for taking their passengers. No public transportation was available that day. Mr. Handy and his wife could not find any solution and feeling hopeless. But suddenly, a taxi driver came and offering his service. The last is, I have to tell you my own recount of the moment of panic in my life. I'd like to start my recount. At the end of last February, I had a flight from Palembang to Jakarta. This is not my first time, but I was a bit nervous because recently there was a plane crash in the North Sea of Jakarta. I thought too much about it. I arrived at Sultan Mahmud Badarudin Airport 1 hour before my flight. Everything from check-in until I arrived at the boarding gate went fine. After a few minutes, I sat at the boarding gate. I felt nervous and panicked. I started to feel cold and sweaty. It made me have to go to the toilet 3 times. My flight will arriving soon. I went to the plane with a bad feeling. A few minutes after takeoff, there was turbulence. It made me panic even more. Turbulence happened so many times that it scared me. I felt that my hands were very cold and I was sweating even more. I just closed my eyes and prayed. After 1 hour on the air, the plane finally landed at Soekarno-Hatta International Airport. When I felt the airplane tires touch the runway, I felt very relieved and cried a little. I'm very grateful that the plane landed safely.